Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and it's good to be back on another live stream, guys. We got a lot to talk about. Gary Gensler is all over Twitter, and there are some new revelations about him, and there are some new rumors now about him. Some of them are false, some of them are true. Let's talk about the truth here, get into what is what, talk about some of these stories. Jim Cramer speaking up about crypto again. Can't wait to talk about Jim Cramer. Man bought a farm, I think paid off his house using crypto, and now is funding it like crazy, which the Jim Cramer inverse trading thing is, a lot of people say, if Jim Cramer says this, you do that, and vice versa. There's actually a ETF based on inverse Jim Cramer trades. So we'll see how that plays out. Guys, we have an FOMC meeting coming up soon, so interest rates are coming. This is going to be a big event for crypto. And we have had some craziness with meme coins, and that rally seems to be dying down right now. But I really want to focus in kind of on this Gary Gensler thing, the conversation around some exchanges, a big new partnership for CRONOS and Crypto.com during all the FUD that's going on with Coinbase and Binance. I think that's really good for Crypto.com. We'll have to see how it all plays out, but truth is, guys, we are still in a bear market. It's an accumulation phase. Things feel pretty boring right now, but these are the times that I believe when if we are stacking our bags and buying these dips, buying the fear, being greedy when others are fearful, right? That's what we really need to be. I believe that is when you can make the biggest gains in crypto. That being said, a lot of fear out there right now. Algorand, Cardano, Solana, Cosmos, all considered a security, which Cosmos being considered a security by the SEC, well, that could be a problem even for CRONOS, right? I mean, so that's something I've been thinking about too. So we'll kind of get into all this, guys. Look at the market, what's going on, get you some news updates and things of that sort here today. Doing another live stream. Good for you guys to join us. Good to see everybody in the chat. Just Another Sushi, UCME, Francisco. Let's hop into it, folks. Let's get into the content. Before we jump in, make sure you smash the like. Subscribe to the channel, guys, because we are doing 5 videos every day at 10,000 subscribers. And I know a lot of y'all are waiting for this, but we are giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to one lucky subscriber. And I think we're 100 subscribers away. So let's get that up there so we can give away some free money, guys. All right, let's see where we're at. So the overall market is at 1.1 trillion. Guys, we're pretty stable considering that the SEC sued the largest crypto exchange on planet Earth, Binance, and then the day after sued the largest exchange in the US. I think we're doing pretty well. Bitcoin really, if you kind of look at the chart here, took a bounce off of 50 or 25,000, like 25,200 really. If you look at kind of the wicks, you'll see that it kind of went down to like 25,200, bounced off that perfectly, which by the way is a level we've been talking a lot about on the channel. But it looks like we are trying to come up things on the horizon for Bitcoin and crypto. There is going to be another FOMC meeting where the federal chair, Jerome Powell, with the board of governors, I believe it is going to decide whether we're going to raise the interest rates more. If we do raise the interest rates more, then honestly, people will probably react in a bearish way. I think it's bullish for crypto because the more we raise the interest rates, the more of an issue the banks have, the more the banks fail, the more people are looking for an option outside of banks. I believe that's Bitcoin, and I think a lot of other people believe it's Bitcoin too. But if we just ignore all that, I still just know and believe in my heart that there is a bull market coming. Crypto's here to stay. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. There's nothing like Bitcoin. And if we accumulate over time, one day this thing will be over $100,000, possibly even over $500,000. There's some people that truly believe it could be $1 million one day. And when you start to compare, gold versus Bitcoin, which is an argument I like to make a lot, Bitcoin's better than gold. It's lighter. It's easier to send. It's safer to store, right? You can't actually physically steal the Bitcoin. You got to get my private key and all that. If you look at Bitcoin compared to gold, then these numbers really start to become possible. $100,000, $300,000, $500,000 Bitcoin, $1 million Bitcoin one day. We'll have to see. But, we got to stay patient, guys, because if you look at the overall market cap, we've talked about this quite a bit, and I still want to acknowledge it's possible. We could still bounce off the $1 trillion threshold, guys. Now, the fact that we bounced off $25,200 for Bitcoin is great, But I just got to acknowledge that if you look at the last year, how many times we have bounced up and down through this $1 trillion threshold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's so many touch points on this. It's possible that we take another bounce off that. Is it likely? In my mind, no. But if anything could do it, it's a black swan event. And, maybe that's what we have going on right now with the SEC and Gary Gensler. That being said, I think Gary Gensler is a clown, and I think everybody in crypto believes that as well. And if you look at Twitter, which we're going to do here in a minute, you'll see what I'm talking about and why. There's a lot of really specific examples out there right now. And I do think, guys, that exchanges like Crypto.com and Binance, we're still sticking around. These aren't going anywhere. Just if we get kicked out of the U.S., then that's just the U.S., and there's still the rest of the world. And we'll talk a little bit about some of these other countries around the world. But overall market is just sideways, just really sideways, which is fine given the news. Ethereum's up. Dominance for Ethereum is up to 20%. So, a lot of people believe that Ethereum is going to be more bullish than Bitcoin in the next bull market. And if you look at the history, that's what it shows. And honestly, guys, if you had to pick one coin that gives you better gains in the next bull market, is it Bitcoin or Ethereum? I would have to vote Ethereum. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. But I'd have to vote Ethereum. The only thing Ethereum has going for it that might be tough is that there's a lot of Ethereum competitors. Cardano, which was actually just considered a security. Solana, which was actually just considered a security. Polygon, which I think was also considered a security. But this is Gary Gensler's opinion. We're going to need to wait to see the courts decide. So in the meantime, Ethereum is looking very, very strong. And then CRONOS, which is built on Cosmos, which, by the way, which was considered a security, unfortunately, by Gary Gensler. CRONOS is built on Cosmos, but it is also a Ethereum competitor. And there's a couple partnerships we'll talk about here in a bit, but actually holding price pretty well. Look at the last 7 days, guys. This is still up over the last 7 days. Everything else, pretty much, except for Lido DAO, is red. So that's pretty good. DAI is also, which is a stable coin, is down. Tron is up. Tron's up 3%. XRP's up because why? People think that the XRP lawsuit's going to come to an end soon. Maybe that's why Gary Gensler's been making the moves that he's been making potentially. That's what I hear a lot of people are speculating right now. I don't know how much truth there is to that. Well, we are having all these issues with Gary Gensler here in the U.S. Look what's going on in the UK. Crypto ownership doubles in the UK. Why are they so bullish? Because there are new rules being kicked in. These are very interesting rules, though. Just a couple I want to point out. So the FCA announced on October 8th, they're going to start a clampdown on the finance sector's Wild West, talking about cryptocurrencies, really. Crypto ownership more than doubled in UK last year. The Financial Conduct Authority said on Wednesday as it announced October start date for its clampdown on mis-selling in a sector often dubbed finance's Wild West, aka crypto. Almost 1 in 10 people surveyed in UK's top financial regulator owned cryptocurrencies in 2022, more than twice the number a year, despite regulators warning that crypto investors should be prepared to lose their entire outlay, which we talk about all the time. Don't invest more than you're willing to lose. We put all the warning labels on it, guys. If you look at crypto influencers, not financial advice, right? Don't invest more than you're willing to lose. These are things that if you're in crypto, you know that these rules. And so all these regulators coming out and saying, we need financial disclosures. It's like, we have financial disclosures. Everybody that's in crypto says, don't invest more than you're willing to lose. We all know this. But it has been, it's been a tough week right now for Binance and Coinbase in the US. UK is actually putting regulation in. I think this is good for crypto. Here's some tough ones, though, that are very interesting. So one thing I saw here was the FCA's crypto marketing regime will require companies to use risk warnings, which we just talked about, and a 24-hour cooling off period, which I don't know exactly what that means for its customers. Incentives for customers to refer a friend will also be banned. So getting $25 from crypto.com for using a promo code, or like us doing that in a YouTube video in the UK, is probably banned, or that's going to be, and that's fine. Like, we don't need that. It's not great, but it's at least like a law that they're putting into place. And so there's actually regulation, unlike Gary Gensler and the SEC just scrambling to tote negativity about cryptocurrency and come out and say that people need to comply with the regulators and you can just come in the doors, but it's not that easy to just walk in and go ahead and register with the SEC. It's not as straightforward In the meantime, he's just fudding it, just trying to make you lose as much money as possible is what it seems. He's saying today, crypto market is like 1920 stock market full of fraudsters, con artists, scam guys, Ponzi schemes, hucksters. This is what he wants to say. Is he calling us hucksters, like YouTubers? Is he calling coin creators hucksters? Because there are companies out there, guys, that are bad, worse, if not just as bad as some of these crypto projects. That being said, there's a lot of bad cryptos out there. We got to acknowledge that, guys. There's like over 40,000 cryptos, I think. There's a lot of bad ones out there. But the ones that are good, for us just throw everything under the bus and just generalize everybody. It's like calling, it's like calling half the country deplorables or something like that. Like, this isn't the kind of language that we should be getting from the regulator on an emerging market. Like, unless the U.S. really wants to miss the boat on crypto, then Gary Gensler needs to be replaced. He needs to be fired. He needs to stop saying this language because it's out of control. And crypto Twitter is just totally fired up about it. Everybody's talking about his new lines, hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, lately, and he's talking about all these old laws. Look, we need new laws for this new emerging technology, this new market. And get this, guys, this one cracked me up. When I saw this, I was like, it is over for Gary. This is like the nail in his coffin in my mind, guys. Binance lawyers allege that the SEC chair offered to serve as an advisor to crypto company in 2019. He wanted to get paid to help Binance navigate the law, the SEC at the time before he was the head of the SEC. Now, he didn't get the job. He didn't get the role as the advisor. Could you say that his attacks on Binance are out of hate or anger, just to kind of get back at Binance for not letting them in? And by the way, we know that Sam Bankman-Fried and Gary Gensler met. I just can't believe that there's no lawsuit against FTX yet. The fact that Binance was somebody that he wanted to work for back in the day, Gary Gensler did. Now he didn't, and maybe he's just angry. Like, this is all kind of connecting the dots. He needs to probably dismiss himself from being the head of the SEC at this point, because there is no way he can. I'm trying to think of the word here. He's very biased. He's got a conflict of interest here, given that he was turned down by CZ and Binance. Apparently, him and CZ had lunch, talked about all the different things that he wanted. They rejected him. And now he is trying to crush them. But in the meantime, Sam Bankman-Fried hasn't gotten any lawsuits from the SEC. It makes no sense to me, guys. It really makes no sense to me. And I'm just, for Crypto.com, I'm just glad to not hear it, on the tip of his tongue or really anybody's tongue when it comes to regulation issues right now. It's really actually in a good spot, it seems, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. But wanted to show you guys this tweet because this was very interesting too. Gary Gensler tweets, Coinbase's alleged failures deprive investors of critical protections like do your own research, which we all say, like don't invest more than you're willing to lose, like all these different things that we know in crypto just because we're not stupid, right? If we want to take our own risk, we should be able to take our own risk. He wants to protect you though. Critical protections, including rulebooks that prevent fraud and manipulation, proper disclosure, safeguards against conflicts of interest, which we know we have in Congress when new laws get passed for different companies that are or are not allowed to do different things. You see congressmen front running some of these deals. Insider trading in Congress happens, guys. And, we're okay with those if we're the SEC, apparently, but we're not okay if crypto is doing the same thing. And you know what, guys? It's not good at all, period. I don't want to see any of that. Insider trading's wrong. It's illegal. It should be illegal. It's not good. It's not healthy for the markets. That's how the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. That's not what we want. So, there's something to this, guys. We need to get rid of the scams and we need to get rid of the bad things, but he's just putting a blanket over the entire industry, which is no good at all. And here he is retweeting basically their complaint. But what I want to point out on this, guys, is look at what's going on Twitter. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. As he says, Coinbase's alleged failures to private investors of critical protections, including rule books. They want to put all these rules in place. They want to know the regulation. But the truth is Coinbase, this is the facts. Coinbase has repeatedly attempted to get guidance and include the SEC. Recently, Coinbase has had to sue the SEC to attempt to get simple clarity over the issues that this tweet alleges Coinbase is guilty of. So Twitter is strong. People on Twitter are fact-checking Gary Gensler. Why? Because he is a liar. Gary Gensler is a liar. He is accusing Binance and Coinbase of everything under the book without giving any regulatory clarity. He is a clown. He is a sham. He is a fraudster, and he needs to go. And I think he will. I think he will. I really do. Especially as we got a lot of pro-crypto political candidates coming out in this next bull market. So this is something that is very, very interesting in my mind, guys. By the way, throw some questions at me. I will go back to these chats and we will talk a little bit more about what's going on, guys. I just want to talk a little bit through this news. Here was another crazy one. So there was a rumor going around that Gary Gensler was being charged for market manipulation due to a $2.5 million Bitcoin short, basically surrounding the news that he launched out to FUD Binance and Coinbase. They're saying he shorted it ahead of him pressing charges against them. This is not true. So I want to verify that this was not true. These were rumors I saw in a lot of places, but this is not true yet. There's no proof on that. So Gary Gensler is not trading on some of his regulatory actions, allegedly, but who knows? Maybe he just got money from Sam Bankman-Fried, or maybe he didn't do that. Maybe he's just a terrible regulator. Who knows? But just want to set the facts straight. It was an interesting rumor. It got me excited. I would love for this to be true because I want Gary Gensler to go down, but unfortunately, it's not true. I mean, I guess fortunately, because we don't really want that kind of action to be happening in crypto, but I want to see Gary Gensler go down. I don't know about you guys, but I'm done with Gary. I think Scary Gary is out of here. And then you can't help but get a good laugh at Jim Cramer as the crypto lawsuits pile up. Cramer says, get out while you can. Jim Cramer once again, by the way, guys, back in December and November when FTX crashed, Jim Cramer said the same thing, get out. What happened after that? Bitcoin went up 60 to 70%, guys, in like 3 months. And now we're kind of up there. Came down just a little bit, so you're still up like 50%, I think, from the beginning of the year, which is incredible. But Jim Cramer is saying get out while you can. What else is he saying? So today, those who toil daily to prop up crypto coins will have to work in overdrive. The Binance brief by the SEC is so devastating that the defenders of this company will have to do the same some serious soul searching and expend real capital to maintain what looks to be a sham, calling Coinbase a sham. By the way, this man bought a farm with Bitcoin profits, so he's okay to trade it and okay to touch the stuff, but then he's going to call it all a sham. That's cool. Yeah, good guy to get advice from, right? Pathetic deposit base lowering no, this isn't the one. If you have money with Binance, beat your fellow investors. He's trying to say do a bank run on Binance, which isn't healthy thinking. Panic, 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 says Jim Cramer. Beat your fellow investors and get out your assets are commingled. First out, might get money, as if Binance is going to collapse. Binance is not going to collapse. This is outlandish. This is inappropriate. This should be illegal. I wonder if Jim Cramer is shorting Coinbase. Coinbase seems more in the clear, but I wouldn't take any chances. Armstrong not charged though. And then he continues to go on and say other things here. I would rather invest in chain letters than some of this garbage, is what he says. My experience is that there are huge buyers of all this junk involving crypto. They will try to move up coin by the end of the day. Coinbase followers and cheerleaders, you need to close your stock higher to maintain the validity of this enterprise. He's taking a very interesting position, pondering bolting from Binance. Like, he is just riding the hype. He's engagement farming, guys. But the truth is, historically on crypto, if you trade opposite of what Jim Cramer says for advice, you'll make money. That's not financial advice, but it's kind of how it goes. And look at all the FUD that CZ and Binance are dealing with. It's out of control. Multiple FUDs going on. Here's one where basically he pulled out a weapon and started, and then he was taken down, right? Like, these are things that are being talked about with CZ. More FUD he has to combat, that he's going to have to go in person in the U.S. and they summon him to court. He doesn't have to go into court. He's got to talk with them, and he's going to be investigated, if you will, or at least they're going to get his, testimony. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what the terms are, but there is all this FUD that he has to combat. This is simply false. Not sure if it's journalists or the source. To the best of my knowledge, Binance US had roughly $2 billion in user funds. The whole commingling thing, he is trying to combat that still, but everybody wants to talk about it. And what's going on with crypto.com? For all you crypto.com holders out there. Well, let's see what Chris Marziak's talking about. Honored to have been granted a major payment institution license in Singapore. Wow, that's a pretty positive thing. Crypto.com gets major payment. Another article in regulatory approval in France, South Korea, Dubai. That's all positive stuff. Very interesting position for Crypto.com, right? I mean, Chris Marziak, the CEO of Crypto.com, is not having to fight the FUD. There is no FUD against Crypto.com right now. The only issue that Crypto.com could potentially have right now is two. One being Cosmos being called a security. The fact that CRONOS is built on Cosmos could be a problem. I don't know exactly how that plays out, but it could be a problem. Two is that they sell, they offer, and they allow people to buy and trade what the SEC calls securities. So it's going to be interesting to see if these coins get delisted from some of these exchanges, because we're not allowed to buy and trade securities through these, according to the SEC. And they've dubbed some of these coins as a security. But I think the courts are going to have to come in, guys, and actually speak on this and kind of come out with a verdict. And then we'll actually know what is and is not a security, because the SEC doesn't clearly know. And the CFTC doesn't know what's a commodity, what's a security. It's all up in the air right now. But CRONOS is doing a great job. Chris Marziak talking about positive things. And CRONOS has a big positive thing. What's going on with CRONOS? We're thrilled to welcome Google Cloud to join the CRONOS Accelerator program as a sponsor. Startups in the program will be eligible to receive Google Cloud credits utilizing Google Cloud services and infrastructure to build, test, and deploy their Web3 apps. The program will also leverage Google Cloud's AI experience to conduct AI workshops and offer mentorship to participating startups. This guidance will focus on incorporating AI into the dApp development, which they're working on right now, enabling them to create smarter, more efficient, and scalable applications. Guys, you remember we had the Amazon Web Services partnership, now the Google Cloud Services. Are we seeing a trend, folks? For more details, come over here. If you look into this, guys, this is the story. As a part of the collaboration, Google Cloud will offer Google Cloud credits to projects, enabling startups to leverage Google Cloud's services, products, and infrastructure to build, test, and deploy their Web3 applications. And they are working on doing quite a bit. Their priority verticals are DeFi, GameFi, SocialFi, and infrastructure. It would be very interesting to see some social media built on crypto. That would be very good to see. Who knows what's going to be built, but the matter of fact is this, guys. The best projects right now, the most successful projects in my mind, are supposed to be building right now during this bear market. That is what it is meant to do. If you're a project, if you're a creator, you should build. If you're a buyer, you should build your bags. That's what I believe the strategy should be. We're building a YouTube channel during a bear market. I think this is the ideal time to be building an audience, because then when the actual market starts booming, where are people going to go? They're going to go to the people that were there during the difficult times. When everything was boring, we want to be here, guys. We want to be here while things are boring, when you're looking for news, when you're looking for an update, when you're trying to get a gauge of what the sentiment is in the market, what the YouTube audience is feeling. I'm on that, guys. I am in Twitter. I am on YouTube. I'm watching other YouTubers. I am trying to feel that sentiment, trying to bring you guys the latest news every single day. It's all about building. That's what we're doing here. This is what CRONOS is doing right now with all these partnerships. It's so great to see. It's just so great to see such a big company doing so many great things. The price of CRONOS, though, tough times. Tough times for the price of CRONOS. Love to see it get back up to 12 cents, guys. I think if we get back up to 12 cents, we can make a big move. Get some of these big wicks going again as we get going, guys. All these partnerships have been great. I think Crypto.com is doing a great job with the regulatory compliance. Binance and Coinbase are in the FUD scope. Crypto.com ain't getting the FUD that Binance and Coinbase are getting, which is great to see. So, but buckle up, guys. I mean, this is a game of patience. This is tough. These are tough times. I think that the steady hands, the ones that are patient, the ones that are greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy, those are the people that win the most in crypto, in my opinion. Let me know what your thoughts are, but that's what I'm thinking here. And as for Crow versus Bitcoin, we are still not breaking down to the bottom of this channel of Crow versus Bitcoin. Hopefully, we're making higher lows of Crow versus Bitcoin as CRONOS becomes a bigger chain, as Crypto.com becomes a bigger company. And that might be what we're doing, making higher lows. This is lower than this. This is lower than this. Maybe this is the low. Maybe we got a little bit more. If worst case scenario, guys, I say, another 33% downside for Crow versus Bitcoin. Worst case scenario. And if that happens, I think that would be very short-lived. If it happens at all, I don't think it'll happen. Bitcoin, though, look at this bounce. I mean, this is a channel that we've had drawn for a while. Bitcoin bouncing beautifully off this $25,200 level like a charm. And actually back up above, I think this is maybe the 200-day moving average. I'm not really sure. I think it's the 200-day moving average. And potentially getting a bounce here. We'd like to see this weekly candle close. Today is Thursday. We'd like to see this weekly candle close by Sunday. Sitting above this red line. If so, maybe we get a little bounce back up. Love to see us get to $40,000 by the end of the year. But a lot of people are on the same page with this, that Bitcoin could be boring until the next halving event, guys. That's just the reality of how it could be. I lean bullish just because I know what's coming. I think a lot more people, more than ever before, know what's coming and are going to try to front run the bull market. So that's something I believe in. I think there's a lot more awareness, a lot more YouTubers, a lot more people on Twitter. There's a lot more people understanding crypto. Politicians are starting to talk about Bitcoin and crypto. You have the SEC actually starting to try to do regulation, even though they're doing a terrible job. You have the UK doubling down on their crypto bags because the crypto regulators in the UK are going to get bullish on crypto. You got Hong Kong opening up as a crypto hub. China possibly reversing its stance on crypto. These are all the things that I'm thinking about, guys. And so I am just accumulating. And in the meantime, I don't really care what happens from week to week. I'm looking at what happens from year to year. 2024, I'm bullish. 2025, I'm bullish. I don't think 2026, the bull market's still happening. So we've got a little bit more runway, guys, and I think it's just a great time to be accumulating, in my opinion. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Little update for you guys on Bencoin. I did a video on it earlier. I am a holder of Ben token. A lot of people hate this token. A lot of people love it. And I'll just tell you this, guys. BitBoy Crypto has this new token, which was launched by Ben.eth. Ben.eth was very controversial. Overall, I think it was a good move for BitBoy Crypto that he split away from Ben.eth for his reputation. For the Bencoin holders, I think it's a different community than the Ben.eth holders. That being said, I think that they could both potentially thrive. They need to continue to talk positively about each other. They can't throw shade at each other, and it's good to see they've been doing that lately. But I'm probably most bullish on Ben just because what's the point of this token? It's crypto adoption. It's all about crypto adoption. If you love crypto, I don't see how it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense for you to not support Ben. If you love crypto, in my mind, it makes sense to support Ben because there's going to be campaigns launched against Gary Gensler for your favorite tokens, pro coins videos for your favorite tokens. And they're also going to be backing pro-crypto candidates in the next election cycle, and that could be big too. It's a $30 million market cap, guys. Now, can this thing get to a $1 billion market cap? Maybe. It certainly can. You know, there's coins in the top 50 that have no reason to be there. Shiba Inu is a great example. I talk about it a lot. But we'll see, guys. No telling where this price is going to go. This is a highly risky play. I couldn't possibly recommend that anybody buy this. It's very, very risky. We're in a bear market, guys. And so there's no reason for this thing to necessarily pump up, except, guys, what I'll be keeping my eye on is potential exchange listings, potential partnerships with large celebrities, with large influencers. And another good thing that I saw is you think about how many other YouTube channels that BitBoy Crypto works with, Ben Armstrong, Altcoin Daily, Wendio, Cryptozaros, all these other people that he could be talking to and doing more interviews about this. If he can get more backers, it could be really big for the project. And so we'll just see how it plays out. I'm keeping an open mind about it. I got a big bag of Ben. I'm going to continue to hold it. In the meantime, with my new cash, I'm focused on buying Bitcoin and Ethereum because this is what we're supposed to do, guys. We're supposed to continue to accumulate. As for Ben.eth, a quick update on him. Guys, so he launched these like orange square campaigns, and I think it's super cool. I'm a verified member of Twitter thanks to this project. I think that's super cool. He's paying my membership fee, which is awesome. And a lot of the people that actually minted this NFT and are trying to link their NFT to this new affiliation, this orange squad, if you will, they are having an issue because Twitter actually is failing. And so they're literally going to deploy a Twitter update to the app to fix this issue, which is actually really significant. This project was so big that it broke Twitter. Who knows if this is a long-term play? Who knows if this guy is going to continue to follow through on what he said? So far, he has followed through on anything he's committed to, minus some of the fluctuations that happened where BitBoy changed his mind on some things, and so they kind of both had to shift in different directions. But Ben.eth broke Twitter, and in the meantime, his tokens are having a tough time. You look at the Finale token, That one's having a little bit of a tough time. It went up pretty big. It's kind of coming down right now. If you look at the PSYOP coin, that one is trying to find actually took a really big dip today. It looks like it's down really bad right now, actually. Very, very tough to see. So that's a really tough candle here. So this thing is going down further. So we'll have to see exactly how the PSYOP thing plays out. And then if you look at the Loyal coin, which is going to be launching its own DEX soon, this one is also trying to find a bottom, also heading down. You know, guys, tough. You know, all that this is about, guys, is for meme tokens, for these other new attention economy tokens. You can call them crypto adoption tokens, whatever they might be to you. You know, it's all hype based. It's all excitement based. There you go. Pepe's back up to the top of the hot pairs on this. You don't even see Bencoin up here. You don't see SIPE. You don't see Loyal. They were trending for a while. It looks like the excitement has died down on the memes for now. I'm still holding these things just because I thought it was a very interesting endeavor. And I think there's going to be a lot of 100x tokens in the bull market. These could be some, since there was big hype now. Maybe they kind of come back around as people are looking for a place to make big gains. If these communities can start to pump these tokens again, then a big pump, a lot of news, you know, that's where price action comes from, guys. Liquidity can kind of come out of nowhere with crypto. And as people start making bank on Bitcoin and Ethereum, they likely flip their profits in Bitcoin and Ethereum to get into some smaller cap coins to try to make more money. You see a Bitcoin cycle, you see Ethereum, and then you see altcoins rally, and then the bull market ends, and we do it all over again. We're in the accumulation phase now, but it's a wild ride. So I'm hanging in there, guys. That's kind of where I'm at. That's my thought on the entire market right now. All the news that's going on. Kathy Wood is buying the coin dip. Benny Blue Eyes, I saw that she did buy the dip. I thought she bought like $20 million worth of coin. I'm going to start looking at the comments, guys. Let's get into some of that. Let's see what we got going on. Mr. Planet Profit says, I'm loving these diamond hand feature with these new badges. Did you get the diamond rewards? I'm not familiar with that. I got to check that out. I'll do that for my next video. Crow fam. Today, Francisco Gabriel's buying $500 worth of Crow. That is beautiful. Let's see what else we got going on, guys. People are trying to buy this dip. That is what I like to see, folks. Buying this dip while these markets are down is the way. Somebody's rocking some Uber Eats. I don't know what is for dinner tonight, but I am... Oh, scampi? Scampi. It's shrimp scampi, guys. We're having some shrimp scampi with a side of... pasta and vodka sauce. Lucky me. Okay, guys, I got some shrimp scampi. I got some pasta with some vodka sauce coming up. I'm hungry. I need to eat. This is great. I'm excited. I'm hanging out though. We still got some more time. Whew, I'm hungry though. Let's see what else we got. 10K subs soon. Yes, guys, we got 10K subs going on very soon. And when that happens, we're giving away the money. We will announce the winner. Maybe we'll do it on a live stream. I'm not really sure how we'll do it. We'll likely hit it over the weekend. So maybe we do it on a live stream. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Looks like a lot of people are putting in bids on these backpacks. I like to see that. Yeah, put in low bids. I like this strategy. So if you look at the floor price for some of these bags or just NFTs in general, just talking NFTs, it is a smart strategy, I think, to put in a very low bid on some NFTs and then just try to list them at a big discount. Because if you can put out an offer on something and somebody just wants to flip really quickly, then, you know, because for example, these legendary things, they're worth like $600. You probably minted it for what, $5 or $10. And so if you can get it for like $120, that person got like a, I don't know, what is that, a 12x on their money or whatever it is, 20x, something like that. And yeah, 22x, I think, or something like that on your money. You know, if you can put in an offer on an NFT, get it at a low price, and then just list it at, you know, way below the floor, that's a great strategy to make some good money, guys. You know, it's tough to get those, but I like what I'm seeing in the chat. I mean, I think that's a pretty smart strategy. You see me, I hope you're making some money. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but the fees, you got to be careful for the fees. Let's see what else we got. UCME says Google may protect us from SEC and Amazon. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's good to see that these big companies are still getting in and doing like Google Cloud Services doing a partnership with CRONOS right now after the SEC came out and said this. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Possibly very, very bullish too. Let's see. Surely big tech in the pockets of the SEC. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting to see that the SEC puts out this, these comments, and now all of a sudden these partnerships are coming out. I don't know. Yeah, by the way, smash up the like button, guys. It helps a lot in the YouTube algorithm. If you guys like this content and you keep coming back for more, smash the like. It helps a ton, guys, in the YouTube algorithm. It means the world to me and Black Sea for the support you guys give. Benny Blue Eyes in the chat. Let's see what else we got going on. Gary Gensler's past lectures are securities with shilling. Exactly, Benny. If you look at the MIT lectures from Gary, he was a crypto fan. He was shilling securities, and now he's calling it all securities and hates it all. And I'm sure his pockets are lined with the money of Sam Bankman-Fried for all we know. Who knows? What else we got? Coin Roots. Who are they? What is that? Red Sox. I don't know what Coin Roots is. I'm curious. Gary Gensler's past lessers. Let's see. Crow coins burning to keep it up. Yes, the crow burns are good. Good to see some crow burns. Somebody fishing in the chat? I like fishing. Let's see what else we got. Do the exact opposite of what I say. Jim Cramer. Did he say that? Did Jim Cramer say do the exact opposite of what I say? Because then I should do it. Because then technically if you're doing the opposite of what he says, you should do what he says, right? So that's a little bit of a mind teaser right there. The best crow YouTuber. Oh, appreciate that, Adrian. Thanks for the love, man. Appreciate the support. Oh, man. Can't say that one. Kip is everywhere. We're trying to be everywhere, dude. We are trying. What's Kip having for dinner tonight? It's shrimp scampi. I'm starving, Marvin. I would love some sushi. But the shrimp scampi is pretty good. FOMO is hitting me hard. I feel like every week I'm missing opportunities. How to let some go? Just let them go, Sushi. Just let them go. Don't panic buy. I don't know. These meme coins that, attention economy tokens. I dropped a lot of ETH on them. I don't know. I'm going to play these out for long term because I committed to a move. And I do believe in these projects, but you can make an argument. Maybe I would have just been better off holding the Ethereum. FOMO's a dangerous thing, guys. We do not like FOMO here. I have a belief behind these projects, which is why I bought into them. And I bought into them pretty darn low. I was in the pre-sale on most of them. But maybe you could even classify that as FOMO. Who knows? It's a lot of risk. That's why, we're talking about them because they're a very hot topic in crypto right now. I just want to be honest with you guys. This is just what the channel's about: transparency, honesty, and I'm holding these things right now. But don't feel the FOMO. Don't try to avoid the FOMO. If you're feeling the FOMO now, just wait till the bull market, brother. It's just another Sushi. Is this your first bear market and bull market? When did you get into crypto, Sushi? Let me know. Hit them like buttons and smash the sub. That's right, Benny. And share the stream. Share that stream on Twitter, y'all. How do the fees with crows increase the price? My guess is more transactions drive the value up. Well, more buys drive the price up. Transactions, not yet. I mean, if they put in a burning mechanism where a percentage of the transaction fee just gets burned, then that could drive the price up for the transactions that happen there. But that's not in place yet. They talked about doing it, so eventually that could happen. But right now, all it is the, I got to go back and review it. But right now, it's essentially they're just burning a portion of the fees that the validators collect, essentially. And so our earn rates are going to go down, and the amount that the validators are going to make are going to go down. But potentially this puts Crow in the place where the price can go up, making it less inflationary and more deflationary, from like 2.6% to like 2.1% or something like that. And but no, they're not burning tokens on transactions right now. So technically that wouldn't drive the price up unless people were buying those kind of transactions would drive the price up. Did I see the new badges on crypto.com? I did not see the new badges on crypto.com. I got to check that out. I got to look into that, folks. I got to look into that. 203K CRONOS tokens. Beautiful, beautiful bag, David. Nice work. I haven't bought crypto in a very long time. Built my crow bag over 100K. That's pretty good. Tonic was held strong during the SEC crackdown. Crow should get to $2 to $3. That'd be great. That'd be great. A lot of crow millionaires if we get to $2, $3. Just another sushi said, started this March. Shiba was my first buy. Yeah. So, okay. You started this year in March, just another sushi? January, February, March? Wow. Okay. Just another sushi. Have you made money? Are you up? Because technically March would be like the peak. If you started with Sheeb, you're probably down a little bit. But maybe you made out like a bandit in some of these altcoins. Welcome to the crypto markets. Just another sushi. You're catching on quick. I see in the chat you got some knowledge there. I've seen you, but yeah, welcome to the crypto markets. First year in. I've been in since 2016. I made a lot of money. I lost a lot of money. I've had a lot of great successes. I've had a lot of terrible failures. And that's kind of why we created the channel, because it is tough. Crypto is difficult. Patience is key. Greed is dangerous. Fear is also dangerous. You got to understand to, again, I keep saying it, buy when people are fearful. You be greedy when people are fearful, and be fearful when other people are greedy. March was a tough time to buy, but I believe that's still a great buying opportunity, even if the prices were up in March, because again, we're coming into a bull market. If you look historically at crypto, we got the 4-year cycles. And so good to see you're in the market, Sushi. That's good to see. Good to have some newcomers. And so that's good to know. We got a couple members on the channel a little newer to crypto. That's good. And Shiba Inu is your first buy. And so that's an interesting thing. Let's talk about that. If Crypto.com's got a growth goal to get from 80 million users to 250 million users in the next bull market, and you joined with Shiba Inu, there's a lot of people that joined Crypto.com because of Shiba Inu. And the fact that they've been listing some of these meme tokens lately is just good. Why? Because it just brings more users to the platform so they can learn more using the Crypto.com education, all the little courses that they have on the app, learn more about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and get into some of the bigger cap coins. Look, if you're not holding Bitcoin or you're not holding Ethereum, in my opinion, you're messing up. That's not financial advice, but I think you should be holding some Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's what I'd be doing if I were you, but that's again, not financial advice. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be a wild ride for you. Very exciting. CDC made a partnership with CoinRoots. I don't know what CoinRoots is. I wonder what it is. I'll have to check that out. Red Sox. That's good info, though. 120K Crow from Francisco, building up the bag. It's beautiful. Tej with 172K Crow. Pretty beautiful bag of Crow there. Went from Sheeb to Metaverse, then found Dex tools, meme coins, and then pre-sales, then NFT. Okay, so you're going all over the map, man. Yeah, getting exposure now. Well, we are, in this bear market is good. Bitcoin, Ethereum are probably the safest bets, but there's a lot of good plays. There's probably a lot of 100x projects out there. Let's see if we can find some together. It's tough. It's tough to find them. It ain't an easy task, but it is possible. It is possible. All right, guys. That's all I got for you today. I got to cut it short. I'm starving. Marvin, out of news for the day. I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Thursday. Good to do another live stream with the community as always, guys. I appreciate all the support. You guys have been absolutely a fantastic audience. We got all the members. Shout out to Just Another Sushi, who's a member. Benny Blue Eyes, one of our moderators. If you guys become a member, there's a good chance you become a moderator if you're sticking around, if you're here. We want more moderators. We need help. Gosh, there's so many scammers in the comments, and we try to keep them clean. If you guys ever see scammers in the comments, report them. It helps us out a lot. We don't want anybody to get scammed. There's a lot of scams on Twitter. There's a lot of scams in the comment section on YouTube, and we do not want anybody to get scammed here on the channel. It's very scary out there. Hopefully it'll get better over time, guys. But be careful. Dollar cost average. HODL. All right, outro time. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, you got to remember, folks, what do? We DCA, we HODL, and of course, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Peace.